we were taught English and math. We were mostly doing virtual tour. The virtual tour was mostly taking us from Kenya to another country. We could now interact with other people from other countries.
So do you like the pharmacy? Yeah?
They could show us what happens in those countries, the rules, take us on a walk to see how the surrounding looks like.
Do you like playing basketball?
Without the correct internet, I have not been able to do all this stuff.
Sasa unatumia tutorial ndio uelewe hizi zote.
Nijifunza kutoka YouTube hizi zote. Since connecting commercial
That one did a very big work for the studies. He was in class 5. He program his work, classwork, and during free time is the internet. Because connect Wi-Fi imetusaidia juu hawezi boeka hata ukiwa mbali.
This is my workspace. This is where I do my coding and studying from. Yeah, you can see it's not that fancy, but it does the job. I use a program called VS Code. This is where I do my coding and stuff. And one day want to become a successful software engineer using connect internet. Maybe in Kenya or even the entire world. Ninataka kuunda Microsoft, kazi Microsoft.
Kuna vitu so inasaidia mtoto sana kwa masomo na hapo tu kwa internet ndio mtoto atakuja kujua what he wants. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys. You do a good work. Thank you so much.
That's all. And see you next time. Peace.
I want to inform you that the Ministry of Health has confirmed
ni sawa, nimechoka, nimeenda vibaya, nikaenda
Copy nani? Nani? Usi hapo. Sasa picha hiki inakuwa leo.
Nani miaka ni kali? Kwani usalifanya jana? Hiyo mtapenda. Nimeona kasnipe. Nikaambia nikaona hiyo mtapenda. Hiyo lazima watu watapenda. Hiyo ndio mkali. Mkali. Ndio mkali. Kwanza kwa Kiswahili.
Sina mkamwambia, okay, rudi sasa. Wacha ingia, acha niingie kwa shot.
Na siku.
Mmoja hizo shots. Upate shoot. Jifanye umeingia kwa gate. Okay, rudi nje tena. Acha ni shoot nikiwa ndani. Sasa ingia tena. Ni continue. Roho ni kwa chini. La familia, ¿una demo connected?
Kuna plani ya nini ya kufanya kwa stage? Na spotlight. 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 Kamoja atakana. Sika spotlights. Hii moja ataita.
Alafu itariziwa, ama itakuwa too flat. Itariziwa. Kwa stage.
Nikapata chance ya kwenda maji
jamaa anapenda vile anaongea.
Sijasikia kitu nilianza ili tunaweza fanya ni
zote zinakuanga nazo. Jingi
Nilianza na shot ya nini? Hiyo dem saa zile tu anashinda.
Huo dem akishinda hapo
inapata. Mimi striker.
Awe anafaa kuwa defender. Ni wewe na hiyo kusema hivyo watu hapa nitaka alafu namnulia tu ball za hapa tu. Napita hapo. Anaona ndio za hapa zinapitia tu hapa. Leo kwa kanifenda.
Tuna train obviously wanacheza na hivi unajua itakuwa
Sasa tunajua mbona tunahitaji kama hiyo. Flashes. Kuna picha yako kusema nini? Kusema nini? Dana kwenda. Mic ya? Yoi. Oh, ina pink. Sauti yetu.
Sasa hata ukaniangalia sina kitu kwa mfuko. Hata mimi lunch sijakula. Kwa sasa ni ile hiyo frustration na stress za life ni nini? Ukishajituma kwa hiyo picha inakuweka at peace. Inakaa ni kama uko kwa dunia yako fulani, uko kwa dunia yako ya art. Na umeondokea hizo frustration na si ziko, lakini ukishajituma kwa art it's like ni cure in a way, ni cure ya kuondokea hizo frustrations. Anga, unaweza kasirishwa na mtu, ufikirie tu, uimagine tu kitu tu ya kuchora, as in compensate hiyo kuwa angry. So art in a way mimi upenda ndio kuniweka at peace na kunikeep company wakati sina any company for sasa kama vile nilikuta nilikuwa peke yangu tu hapo, lakini sasa venye tu niko tu peke yangu hapo, art gives me company. Alafu sasa nasikia inanipea raha, kuna raha fulani kutoka ndani inakupea tu. You go in company with anyone, but go in company with what you do. Mimi upenda kuwa na place yangu. Place hata inaweza kuwa nafunzia makami juu niko sure kuna artist wengine wako, lakini kuna kitu watu huogopa sana kwa hii jamii ya kuchora. Watu huogopa kujituma, si safari rahisi. So mimi huomba tu kwa zenyewe najua hivyo, watu huogopa kujituma na mimi nishakubali kujituma, unaona. So Mungu tu anibless nipate nataka shule si kabaya. Zin place naweza kuwa tu na inspire through my journey, na nikiwa inspire already wanaona nime succeed na hiyo shughuli nafanya. Nikapata hiyo chance ya kwenda back in time.
Lakisama Environmental and Waste Management Organization, LEMO, is a community-based organization, a consortium of several different groups within Lakisama Ward. Its vision is to establish a green and a cohesive green enterprise owned by members with the ability to improve livelihoods of members and local communities. Our goal is to instrument an integrated solid waste management system for household in Lakisama Ward, and to make sure that groups within Lakisama are taking green jobs. The director and the founding chairperson of Lakisama Environmental and Waste Management Organization. Zulewaka bambu kanda roe. Mwanani bambu moja tulipanda hivi. Sasa bambu moja anaonekana kwa mingi kutoka baada ya mwaka matatu zimeshikana. Sasa kama takataka itakuwa kama inabakiwa hapo hivi hataki limu, Kisama Environmental and Waste Management was formed with groups within the Kisama ward after finding out that we had a challenge of dump site, of collecting grounds in the Kisama ward. Initially in the Kisama, we used to have, each group used to have its own dump site. So we saw the need of bringing up the team together and come up with a system whereby we can work as one organization. And up to now, we've managed to mobilize 13 groups, and we're still expecting more to come on board to help us undertake this initiative, this novel initiative of greening our environment, and also to create job opportunities and to take solid waste management a full-time job within the Kisama ward. Okay, so today is our usual day on duty. As you've seen today, collecting waste from household. And now here segregation is done, and that's why we are championing for circular economy, where sorting will be done at the source so that it can at least ease the task. And as you can see, we also have some challenges facing here, lacking proper equipment to undertake the initiative. So today we are on duty, just a normal day. Our main activities are undertaking solid waste management from household and making sure that the waste is disposed to the correct place. Like for now, like Kisama, we don't have any dump site within the Kisama ward. Since Limo was formed, we've managed to close over 15 dump sites within the Kisama ward. And now we do make sure every day when our waste is collected, the same day, the waste will be transported to the main dump site. So pia tumekuwa na challenge so far. Challenge nyingine pia tumekuwa nayo niyo kwa watu wanakuandarate, wanaona yani hiyo kazi unafanya yani ni kazi imedharaulika, lakini tuliposhikana kama watu watakataka, tulikuja tukaona kuna umuhimu ya kuweza kufanya kazi na adabu, kama ni kupeana. Hapo awali wengine walikuwa wanapeana magunia. So sasa hivi tunaweza purchase bags, tuweze kupatia wateja wetu, waweze kuwa at least tuweze recycle in weekly basis. Ndio takataka yao isikiwe na takataka sana. Here we are in our final dump site, the last dump site in like summer that was remaining. And now we are finally shutting it down. There is hospital here under construction, as you can see. And the red soil is already here for transformation. So this place very soon is going to be a green tourist destination. Since it's just beside the biggest waterfalls in Nairobi. The waterfalls lies in Nairobi River Basin. And very soon we are very happy that this place is going to be a park and a very conducive environment for our patients in the upcoming level 2 hospital in the Kisama ward. I believe we can be able and also be one ward or a model ward within Nairobi County to implement circular economy whereby waste is separated at the source. Na hiyo itakuwa hiyo ni siku ile tutafika hapo tutasema kama la Kisama tutakuwa tunajaribu na tunachika lot. Kwa sababu ya kwanza tutakuwa tumeongeza mapato kwa vijana. Ya pili tutakuwa tunaweza kufanya solid waste management a full time job. Na tutakuwa tumesaidia serikali reduce jobless kwa mtaa.
Understand ya kuwa hii industry a large percentage it's men. Lakini kwangu huwa najiamini as a lady ya kwamba what a man can do, a woman can do better. Customer ameniletea hii simu, anasema haichaji. So kitu ya kwanza una test kama ni simu yake baya ama ni charger yake baya, na kila wakati huwa nakaa na charger yenye najua obvious inafanya kazi. So unaweka, unaona kama inaweka ama haiweki. So the next thing, unapima kiwango ya moto ya betri. Ukipima betri inafaa ikuonyeshe at least iko na moto ya 3.7 volts. Kama inapima moto ya 3.7, kwa majina naitwa Irene Njoki Kibe, mzaliwa wa Kiambu Githunguri, lakini kwa sasa hivi naishi huku Githurai na ndio nafanyia biashara. Haswa biashara yangu natengeneza yale masimu yameharibika, naitengeneza, nairudisha, inakuwa sawa kabisa.
Hivi siko sawa. Nikiweka na redio inafanya.
So inakuwa ni
Labda sasa hii connection yangu.
tena sana kilicharisha kikanifanya niingie katika hii kazi.
Anashika zote mbili.
Ili happen siku moja simu yangu ikaharibika. Na vile iliharibika nikaenda kutafuta mwenye atanitengenezea. A friend of mine akanirifa kwa madam fulani. Nilienda kwake akanitengenezea simu na ikakuwa sawa. Na nikafurahi sana. Na kwa moyo wangu nikasikia sawa.
Thank you so much. Good evening. Kukoa. Thank you so much for making time to come to this discussion of today. And before we start off, I would request that at least we start with a word of prayer. And kindly Other Juma, if you wish, tuanzishe kwa maombi.
Alright, shall we believe and pray? Father Lord, in the mighty name of Jesus, we thank you, we give you all the glory, we give you all the honor, we give you all the adoration for this wonderful evening that you given us, God. Even as we want to learn together, we pray that you will cover us with your holy blood, above all, let your will be done for Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much, Ada. So thank you so much. My name is Daniel Kimadi, and welcome so much, Dan. This is Connect, and we're glad to have you. Welcome, Tiger. We're happy to have you this moment. So maybe we can start by maybe introducing ourselves very fast, so that we can get into the discussion before time starts running. You know how time behaves. So maybe we start here. Kisonga hivyo.
My name is John Ogola. I'm a Connect family, Maton member, Githurai, and I'm happy to be here. Looking forward for the, you never cease to learn. You learn every day. I'm looking forward to learn.
Good evening. My name is Karaoke Joel with the Maton team. I'm hoping for a productive session.
Good evening, guys. I'm Watume Kelvin. I'm based at Lakisama. I'm glad to be here today. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. Finally, we don't have ladies. So my name is Ruth Kieru, Media and Marketing Department, and just want to appreciate your presence here. And maybe after this session, go and share with your friends, and let's sensitize everyone on road safety measures. Thank you.
hivyo kila mtu tuna record. Sawa. So usiangalie nyuma, mtasikia tu. I know kila mtu anajua sura ya msee hapa.
Okay, good evening. Okay, my name is Robinson Mbuvi, sales team leader, Zimmerman. Let's hope we will have a productive session. Thank you.
Evening. I'm Luka Kenodia, Maton member, ready for the session. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Harrison, Maton member. I'm hoping to have an interactive session. Senteni.
Good evening. My name is Leonard Langat, and we are hoping to learn more.
Good evening, gentlemen and Ruth. My name is Openda Brian, a Maton member. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, guys. My name is Daniel Mwatu, Maton member here in Zimmerman. Blessed.
Good evening. Yes, my name is Andrew, Maton member. Looking forward to getting some more insights on Red Set. Have a good evening.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ben Ahai. We are glad to be here to learn. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jeremy Kuria, Connect Food Plus.
Good evening, guys. My name is Solomon Ledama, Food Plus.
Good evening. My name is Auko Luke. I'm representing admin.
Good evening, guys. My name is James Ochenga Kelo. I am a visitor here. Thanks.
Good evening, guys. My name is Shafi Abdallah, Social Impact.
Evening. I'm Tara Sudori from Maton.
Greetings. I'm Charles Mwangi, sales team leader Lucky Sama.
Yeah, evening. I'm Ken Bogo, sales team leader 44.
Good evening. I'm James Mogi from G44 Sales Department.
Good evening. I'm Cosmos Sales Team. Hi, everyone. My name is Arthur Juma, Sales Lakisama.
Hey, good evening. My name is Jehia Daniel, Sales Team Lakisama.
Good evening, everyone. Paul Omondi, Technician.
Habari ya mchana. Yeah, my name is Kevin, Sales Department, ready to learn.
Hi. Karibuni sana. My name is Anthony Karaoke, and we are very grateful for you guys showing up for this important session. Asanteni.
Good evening. My name is Moses Karaoke, Fiber Team.
Hi, I'm Daniel, representing sales team.
Asanteni sana. Maybe kwa wale wageni wameingia tu sasa hivi. We were just introducing ourselves. You are just right on time. We are not late. Karibuni sana. So maybe we just introduced ourselves. Probably you can introduce yourself.
George Njoroge Kimani. I'm a driving instructor with the driving school.
Thank you so much.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Well, my name is Martin Mwangi Kuria. It's a privilege to be here.
Welcome.
Good evening. Yeah, my name is Tiger. You all know me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm working for Ahadi. So.
Good evening. My name is Sir Daniel Kilu. Ongapi mbona sura mali? Eno watu mkono tusemezane. Yes. AKA Mr. Continuous Yellow Line. Sawa sawa. Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much, all of you. It's a great honor to have all of you here. Actually, road safety is one of the biggest things I think we should all be concerned about. Unless we are using air or sea, otherwise, every one of us, road ndio kila siku, right? And that's why today we felt so urgent that we have this discussion. And I want to take this chance to appreciate each and every one of you. Amidst us, we have James Robert there from the Zimmerman, one of the border circles here in Zimmerman. Thank you so much. Then we have Skika, road safety here. We have driving instructors. And of course, we have our own riders here. And we use the roads every now and then. So today, I know we are going to have a very touching discussion and a very impactful one. So all I would urge us is to just be open-minded, have all those questions, all those queries, all those concerns, all those perspectives, so that at least we can learn and enlighten one another. Without much ado, I would wish to invite one of us, Sam Ireri, who has been taking care of maybe our logistics here and there, and especially the motorbikes, the motorcycles, so that he can shed light more on background of the study of this discussion of today. Sam, karibu sana.
Good evening once again. Yeah. To begin with, the topic of today majorly focuses on the safety of the riders, the pedestrians, even everyone else involved in the road. And having this discussion here today is such a milestone towards achieving safety for all of the parties involved. To begin with, if you are traveling on the road or moving along the road, there are so many risks involved. One, you can cause the risk yourself, or you can cause the accident yourself. Two, someone else can come and cause the accident on you. And three, some other parties can come and cause the accident to occur. So you being on the road every day, every now and then, you are exposed in the road. It's a milestone to help us achieve our goals as a company and as individuals. Previously, I worked in a transport industry, and I used to move from coast, go to Central Africa, South Sudan, Tanzania, and all that. So there's this thing that we always say, like, the moment you move from one place and get where you are going to, do not think that you are a pro, as in, usijione wewe ni pro sana watu. Wewe hakuna kitu kinaweza kuguza ama wewe ndio mse. No. That's what you say. Because along the road, there are so many things that can happen to you. And that's why they are called accident. they are not foreseen. You can't tell, like, today I'm going to have an accident, so I'm going to put on a helmet. Tomorrow I want to have an accident, so I'll not put on a helmet. You get the point? And in most cases, find that some of these accidents are caused by not you, but someone else. Take, for instance, you're moving along the road, someone just decides to carelessly overtake. And you are there on your lightly flow on your side, and you end up getting into an accident. That's why you have some other classes that you are going to be taught in driving school called the defensive driving skills, whereby you need to know, like, this person, yes, you are not, you're on the right track or you're on your own side, but what do? Do you wait until you die for you to start claiming that I was on that side? First, you evade the accident, and then you go back and then start complaining later. Those are the defensive driving schools. The driving skills. So, I've been on this docket on the docket for maintaining and servicing, and also following up with the issues of the motorbike in the company. And previously, in the recent times, we have had cases whereby we have had some minor, others somehow major accidents within us here. So that brings us to this point, like, we need to have that session whereby we have to enlighten each other. Let's make it an open discussion. Let's know, because no one knows everything. That's why we have teachers, we have instructors. No one knows everything. The teacher himself, at one point in time, he was also a student. He learned. That's why he's passing knowledge to us. Some of these things you not be taught in class. Others you have to learn by yourself, the hard way. So the more we embrace this effort of having the sensitization program into us, the better for us. It's a milestone, actually, a very big milestone. And I hope this will serve as a stepping stone towards a safer environment for all of us. That way then, we will be able to focus majorly on the issues of depending to serving the community, even the motorbikes themselves not to be damaged as much. So we save so much, both our time, our health-wise, and all that. So I don't have to say much. Let me welcome you to this forum. It's an open forum. Feel free to interact. If you have any concern, just raise as we continue with the program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sam. Asante sana. Maybe as we ponder those points, I would wish us to watch just a short clip here, prepared by our media team, kindly, so that we can move forward with the schedule. So if you are ready, media team, we can watch that clip as we get ourselves acquainted with the discussion.
More than 1 million people lose their lives due to road accidents. And over a quarter of these are cyclists and motorcyclists. Here are a few suggestions for riding for the utmost safety. Before you take to the road, it is important that you check your vehicle and make sure you have all the necessary equipment. First of all, ensure that the size of your two-wheeler and the height of your seat are suitable for you. Also make sure that the brakes and lights work properly. Whether you're on a bike or a motorbike, always wear a helmet. This reduces the risk of death in motorbike accidents by 40%. When you put it on, fasten and tighten the helmet strap. Wearing a helmet incorrectly or one that is not properly attached is just as dangerous as not wearing one at all. Wear closed and tightly fastened shoes and avoid long clothes as they can distract you, block your view, or get caught in the wheels. When riding a motorbike, also wear gloves and a jacket with elbow padding. One last thing before jumping on the bike or motorbike. Be prepared for the weather. When it is dark or raining, turn your lights on and wear high visibility clothing. If it's very sunny, wear sunglasses so as not to become blinded by the sun. Don't worry, you can still have style depending on the weather conditions. Now you're ready to get on your bike or motorbike. But never forget to check the specific
Every year,
code
more than a
of the
million
country
people
you're
lose
in.
their lives due to road accidents. And
Let's
over a
start
quarter of
riding.
these are cyclists
When you're on a
and
bike or a
motorcyclists.
motorbike, always keep both
Here are a
hands on
few
the
suggestions
handlebars.
for riding with the utmost safety.
On a bike, your hands
Before
should
you
only
take to the
ever
road,
meet the
it is
handlebars
important
when
that
you're
you check your
indicating
vehicle
in the
and make
direction
sure
you
you
want
have
to
all the
turn.
necessary equipment.
Remember that you shouldn't be performing any acrobatic tricks while you're riding, such as jumping,
Distract you.
lifting the front wheel, or skiing.
Don't worry, you can still have
This could induce a
bike
fatal accident or
or
serious life-threatening
motorbike.
injuries
Your hands should
for nothing.
bike.
Always be
Remember
aware
that
of
you
your
shouldn't be
surroundings.
performing any
Two-wheelers
acrobatic
are a
tricks
lot less
while you're
visible
riding,
than other
such as
vehicles,
jumping,
so it's
lifting the
important
front
to make
wheel,
sure
or
that they can
skiing.
see you and you can see them.
This could induce a fatal accident or serious life-threatening injuries for nothing.
You can see someone's eyes in the rearview mirror.
Always be aware of your surroundings. Two-wheelers are a lot less visible than other vehicles, so it is important to make sure that they can see you and you can see them.
And may forget to check the traffic before
Your
crossing the
and their rear-view mirrors can be very useful. If you can see someone's eyes in the rear-view mirror, that means they can also see you.
cars and especially pedestrians to see cyclists coming.
Always keep an eye out for pedestrians, as they are comparatively very slow and may forget to check the traffic before crossing the road.
Be extremely careful if you decide to do it.
Weaving in and out of traffic is forbidden in many countries because it is very difficult for trucks, cars, and especially pedestrians to see cyclists coming.
Always control your speed. Observe the traffic so you can anticipate.
If it is allowed or tolerated in your country, be extremely careful if you decide to do it. Do not go too fast and remain alert. Very quick reactions are often required when driving. Always control your speed. Observe the traffic so you can anticipate any change in speed. If something requires your attention, slow down and stop in a safe place to take care of it. Do not listen to music or make any phone calls, as this impedes you from hearing sounds around you. If you're riding with your friends, always ride one behind the other and wait until you've stopped before starting a conversation. Taking someone or something on the back of your bike may seem very practical, but it can also be very dangerous. They can be a distraction, make stopping even harder, and every movement slower. If you're taking someone else with you, make sure they're wearing a helmet and be extremely careful. Your passenger won't always know how to behave, so take the time to explain to them how to sit, where to put their hands and feet, and devise a signal they can make to ask you to slow down. If you're carrying objects, make sure that they're properly fastened and that they won't cause you to lose balance. Avoid carrying objects that are too bulky. In summary, be careful and respect those who are more vulnerable on the road. Adjust your speed according to the places you're passing through and the weather conditions. Together, we will make the road a safer place for everyone. Every year, more than 1 million people lose their lives due to road accidents, and over a quarter of these are cyclists and motorcyclists. Here are a few suggestions for riding with the utmost safety. Before you take to the roads, it is important that you check your vehicle and make sure you have all the necessary equipment. First of all, ensure that the size of your two-wheeler and the height of your seat are suitable for you. Also make sure that the brakes and lights work properly. Whether you're on a bike or a motorbike, always
be sure you're going to affect someone who is around you. And never forget, your body, ndio body ya pikipiki yako. If anything goes wrong, be sure utafika chini hata wewe. Are we together? Personally, I've actually gone to so many harambes and burials. I'm telling you guys, crashes are real. Utasikia huyu alifanya huyu mwingine akapata ajali. And simply because of simple things. So, nikipatiwa nafasi, I'll talk about 3 factors which actually contribute to road crashes in this country. Number 1 being, human error, environmental factor, and mechanical factor. So, should I just go on ama niwachie kwanza hapo?
I think you can just explain a little bit about the same.
About the same? No. We've been told here ya kwamba every time you're on the road, have a reflector. It looks something very small, very small. A reflector, communicates or tells the driver behind you or oncoming traffic, there's a rider here. And at night, kindly, avoid dark colors. You can agree with me. Dark colors are more dangerous, especially black. Avoid it at all costs. So what does a reflector do? Ikipigwa na mataa za gari, it reflects and you're visible. Someone can spot you from a distance. And never forget, riders and drivers share the same traffic rules. So I want to pose a question to you. If today you receive a phone call and someone tells you, God forbid, baba yako, ndugu yako, masistako amegongwa na mtu wa pikipiki na ameaga, utasikiaje? Let's just engage. Utasikiaje? Utasikia vibaya, si ni kweli? Mbona basi wewe uvunje sheria ugonge mtu mwingine? The same pain utasikia wewe ukipata the bad news. The same pain that somebody else somewhere will feel. Tuko pamoja? So every moment unaendesha pikipiki yako pale, jiulize, am I putting other road users at risk because of my behavior? If the answer is yes, then stop it and do the right thing. Sawa sawa. Kuna point imeongewa pale very, very important. Let me just demonstrate something very small here. And personally, ili me discuss kwa national television. Let me use this board. This one here. Nisaidie tupeleke hii nyuma ili ikuje mbele. Yeah. This is a two-way traffic road. Personally, I normally love doing demonstration. Yes. Number 1, you need to understand a blind spot of a truck or a bus. Sawa sawa. You will find a rider. Nataka leo tuongee because hii mjadala nimekuwa nikipush so hard kwa mitandao sana. You will find a rider. Ndiye huyu hapa amechomoka. There's an oncoming vehicle here. Na kuna hii lori hapa. But yeye mwenyewe anataka kujisqueeze katikati hapa. Tuko pamoja. Huyu dereva hapa, let me just break it down. If you can't see that driver kwa side mirror yake, be 100% sure akuoni. The moment you feel you can't spot the driver kwa side mirror yake, already uko kwa blind spot of that vehicle. There's a video we are preparing, a Sikika, will show Kenyans. If a driver is here, he can't spot you here. He cannot. The same driver cannot spot you here in front. Tuko pamoja. You need to understand where Maluko, make sure unaona jamaa pale, uko safe. And each and every time you are overtaken on a two-way traffic road, ni kama hii two-way, ni kama hii gari inakuja, nyingine inakwenda, unaelewa, zinaangaliana. It's a two-way traffic road. Make sure huyo jamaa umemspot. Failure to which, uko kwenye blind spots. And how do you communicate to that driver that you are there? Number one, if you can spot him, mflashie. Sawa sawa, because akikuona ndo nakamwangaza pale, ndio kuna mtu pale. Number two, piga oni. Lakini si ile oni ya kuudhi mtu, unajua kuna oni ya madharau. Kuna ile oni ya communication. Are we together? Let's make sure. Flashia yeye. Pigia yeye oni. There's that time along Mombasa Road, I found myself inside, in between two trucks. And actually I knew I was in a blind spot of those two trucks. So what did I do? Number one, niliuti. I made them uncomfortable for them to realize that I'm there. One of them akanifanyia kusadimira hivi, mimi nikamfanyia hivi, so nikajua I'm safe. Are we together? And again, wacha tumalize na mambo ya reflector. Tuingie kwa, riding gears. You'll find someone, riding Crocs, slippers. For a brake to apply, it needs more pressure, right? So what will happen? Slippers na Crocs, it slide. Kwela mani uongo? And never forget about this. The more the speed, the less the reaction time. What am I talking about? Umefuata gari nyuma. Let me just use this like kama pikipiki. You are behind a truck. No kombio. Be sure if this truck iko na emergency brakes, you as a rider behind that vehicle, because you've not kept a good distance, your reaction time reduces. Last year we saw a rider mwenye aliingia nyuma pale Ole Sereni, aliingia nyuma truck nyuma because of speed. Akuiona, alistukia ndio hapa. So the reaction time completely kapotea. Akuwa na, otherwise he died on the spot. So each and every time, just remember this. The more the speed, the more the impact, the more the injury or fatality, and less reaction time. Another important thing, but people just say, helmet. Tumeonyeshwa hapa, inakaa joke sana hizi vitu zikionyeshwa, zinakaa jokes, zinakaa vitu za kawaida, vitu simple sana. But let me tell you something. Last week we posted people who died as a result of head injuries. An helmet can save your life. This has been tested and proven. Majority of riders, you can agree with me, wanakufa na nini? Head injuries, nothing else. Head injuries. Illegally, we were streaming at Northern Bypass. For those people who watched, what saved that rider? He had an helmet. Ndio alivunjika mguu, but helmet ilimwokoa sana. The impact ikifika chini inakuwa absorbed na hiyo helmet. And of course I know mingi za mtaani ni fake. That's what I know. But tumekuwa na vita mingi sana na KEBS concerning this issue. Let them import quality helmets, something that can save your life in case of an. Let's agree on something here. There's an accident and a crash. What's an accident? Can somebody tell me? Let's interact. Usiogope. Yes. Offer? Yes. Somebody else? Yes.
Something unplanned for or unexpected happening.
Somebody else? What about a crash? Yes.
I think a crash is more fatal than, say, an accident.
Good one. Somebody else? Yes, please.
Or something that happens after us.
The results. Good trials. Now, an accident, for example, let's say you are driving or maybe riding, then you get a tire burst. What is that? An accident. Brakes failure from nowhere. That's an accident. You can agree with me, engineer there, instructor. So crash ni nini? It caused by human error. We all know. Kenyans know us for this. Ni kweli? Yes. Continuous yellow line. So, what does it mean? It means don't overtake. It means danger. It acts like a wall. It prohibits you from crossing. It reminds you to stick to your lane. Note, this is the only road marking which separates the living and the dead. We all know you're not supposed to cross here. The moment you decide to cross it, number one, that is human error. If something happens here, this is a crash. Because every time you decide to do something, like we said, prepare for consequences. Ukweli ama ni uongo? You know very well, riders, often kutumia the wrong side of the road. Hapa Thika Road, unateremka jamaa nduthi amepanda juu na ogopi, amekupiga kwanza mataa, na yeye anaamini correct kabisa, hawezi mwambia kitu. So inabidi wa driver you slow down, umuondoke apite. Ukweli ama ni uongo? So from today, I want all of us here, let your character, let your positive character influence somebody somewhere positively. Let your fellow riders, mnafanya kazi, see something unique in you. And normally tell our followers, be a unique driver. Let somebody spot you and say, I like your driving skills. Sawa sawa. Because tumefunza Wakenya for the last 6 years online. Na seminars kama hizi. Mimi naambianga mtu kama ni follower sikika, make sure you are unique in your riding, in your driving na kila kitu. For example, kama pani hapa stage hapa nje Power Star, have 2 helmets, yako na yake. 2 reflectors. Can I tell you something? Najua uchumi ni mbaya. But the moment you tell your client, your passenger, vaa helmet, akatae, umwambie without this helmet mimi siendi. Do you know what will happen? That passenger will respect you. Mark my words, he will respect you. Na kila wakati usaja akiingia anakutaka wewe. Kwa sababu gani? Safety yake umemweka mbele. Ukala mani uongo. Anything can happen anywhere. Mark my words. Wale mliangalia the video that we shared yesterday jioni. You saw what happened. Gari ka breaks kule juu. What happened? You never know itaokaa wapi. So please. Of course I know there is environmental factors. Kama Kenya tulikuwa na vita na hapa wanaweka bumps hapa na kura hapa Utawala. Hizo zile no environmental factors. A bump imekuwa erected but hakuna signage ya kuambia drivers look. Kuna kitu imewekwa hapa. Ajali inatokea. Bad weather. Si ni kweli? No, kwa mfano kunanyesha na wewe ni rider. What are you supposed to do? For you to be more visible on the road. Let's say kuna fog, kunanyesha, utafanya nini ndio uonekane na oncoming vehicle? Yes, please. Thank you. Mtu mwingine? Yes, please. Amesema weka taa nini? Utaka full ama utaka dim? Ah? Nini hiyo? Let me tell you something. Wakati kuna fog weke full, what will happen? It will bounce back. Tunasema weka beam headlights. Ina visibility. Si ya kumiza don't come in people. Tuko pamoja? Yes. Baka hapo kuna swali. Nataka nitako tu haraka sababu ya time pia. Kuna swali, tu engage tu. Yes, please. Wow, this one. Interesting. Now, sawa. Let me start here. This is a continuous yellow line. Every time you see it on the road, it tells you do not overtake. And this one I can tell you with facts. Crashes which normally happen here, 95% are fatal. They are fatal. Fatal means sort of umekufa. Now let's come here. You'll find this on a, actually find this on a two-way traffic road and this on a two-way traffic road. You can agree with me. Now, these are broken yellow lines, broken. It means you can overtake. But there's a condition. Can somebody guess the condition? Yes, please. Thank you. Somebody else? Yes, please. Thank you. The same. Yes, there's a condition. It must be safe and clear for you to do so. Sawa. Ndio condition yake. Aya, nayo hii hapa. Ile tumeona Thika Road hapa mara mingi sana, si ni kweli? Gari zinaenda side moja. Sawa. Yes. So mfano mzuri ni Thika Road hapa nje. Yes. So barabara kama hii hapa nje hii ya Kamiti Road. This is a two-way traffic road because mnaangaliana. And from today, we agree, let's start influencing other people by our positive actions. Do we agree on that? Yes. Nimetoka kushoot another documentary. Nilikuwa nimechoka, but Ruth akanipiga pressure sana. Dan, you must come. You must be here. And because it's road safety, and this is now me now. Because moja nifike, hata kama nimechoka aje. Ndio, we sharpen each other's. Because I'm quite sure, sijachukua much of your time, but kuna something at least umepata out of this conversation. Uko na mani wongo? Yes. So kama kuna swali mimi ndakaa chini, kama iko, please ask. Very interesting. That's a very good question. Now, wakati una experience something abnormal, what's the first thing to do? Hazards. We all know we normally use hazards wakati gari mfanya nini, iko na mechanical problems. Ni kweli? Kama uko kwa two-way traffic road, chapa kwanza hazard. Namba unaambia whoever is seeing you, there's a problem. Si ni kweli? Namba tumesema nini? Nini communicate? On and what? On and? Ni kweli mwalimu? To tell them, hey look, there's a problem. Tumekuwa tukihave a very big argument somewhere. You'll find someone is coming here, someone wants to, kuingia kwa a federal road. Unapigia mtu mataa cha, nena kupigia cha. Uanga tricky sana. Si ni kweli? Yes. Because ujui ninja imekwambia ingia, ama imekwambia tulia. Mimi nafanyanga hivi. Nimeindicate, sawa? Nimekupigia cha, umenipigia. So nakusoma. Nitaingia ukireduce speed yako. Usiporeduce, hata nikae pale upite. Juu hiyo communication watu wengi uanga wanainterpret vibaya sana. Si ndio mwalimu? Sign number 1 ya ku make sure uko safe. Ukichapa cha, muangalie msome kwanza vizuri sana. Ana behave aje? Amepunguza speed? Yes. You're safe to go. Kama hajapunguza, please don't dare. Alafu kuna ingine nimekumbuka. Most of the riders mnachapa side mirror ya mtu, bamba ya mtu, jamaa akishuka au yuko. Au yuko. 44 hapa siku ingine. Mimi ndo huyo. Jamaa wanduza kalima madamu nyuma. Pa! Jamaa wa PSP anaangalia. Nakaambiwa madamu hapo, huja mwanduthi hata simama, ataamka na aende, na utaona. Madamu chapa haza toka, jamaa nduthi ameinuka na ameenda. Baba madamu imeharibika. I think let's love each other. Sawa. Believe you me, ukiguza hata bumper ya mtu, simama muongee. That person cannot kill you. He can't beat you. Tuko pamoja? Unless mchemushane ile isifikie hata pale. Si insurance iko. Uko na mani uongo. Usipige sedimira ya mtu then ama uende ukimwona kidole cha katikati. I mean, let's come from that now to behaving good. Nimekujibu swali lake vizuri ama ameenda? Nimekujibu vizuri? Any other ingine? Yes, please. The right time. Definitely when the road is clear and safe for you to do so. Kuna kitu nimekuwa nikiona. Watu assume pikipiki ni kama gari. Believe me, and you share the same traffic rules. Nimeona kuna drivers wako na madharau sana. Anaona rider na come but he does not care and overtake bado. That is not right. Hata wewe rider, ukiona there's an oncoming vehicle, don't think pikipiki yako ni ndogo atitapenya. Let me give you an example. You'll find a vehicle, moving, we keep left in Kenya. Someone here is overtaking. Someone here is overtaking. So what happens? These two people already were tense. Ukweli ama ni uongo? And most cases what happens, au watu wengi inakuanga either head-on collision ama wote wana meet kule nje. Ukweli ama ni uongo? So now, a very good example, let's not discuss this before nikae chini. If now you find yourself in a situation like this, what are you supposed to do na hakuna shoulders? What is a shoulder? Ni mali, ni kala ka-reserve kwa barabara, kuna ka-reserve, after hii laini, kuna ka-reserve unakuanga pale ka-reserve. Mnakajua ka-reserve? Hiyo ndio shoulders. Let's assume now, uko pale kwenye barabara na hakuna shoulders kwa barabara, na kimeumana. Ungefaa kufanya namna gani in a situation like this? Someone guess, I'm a try. And we did this post actually like 2 days ago. Yes, please. Very good. Yes, please.
Okay, when you are in such situation,
yes.
First of all, you splash your light, you slow down, then you indicate going the other side, going back to your side.
Yes.
So that the other vehicle itakuwa imepita. Unaona?
Yes.
Na ule atakuwa ashajua unarudi side yako.
Yes.
So yeye ni atajaribu kaa kutoka kwa hii side yake on the other side.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good one. Mnasho ajaribu before tujibu hiyo. Now, in a situation like this, don't forget both of you will tense. And I've been saying this, don't die because you are on your red lane. It's always important, give way. Save your life. Ndio uko sawa, but just save your life. Tuko pamoja? Kama hii hakuna shoulders hapa na tunasema kuna shoulders na huyu jamaa ameamua sasa amekuja. Number 1 tulisema you flash. Ukipiga msemo flash, hiyo mchangamsho unanielewa? And come back to his or her senses. Hata ukipigwa matana unakuwa active kidogo, si juu zinakuchoma, si kweli? Chacha unachangamka. And point number 2, work on your speed automatically. Work on your speed. Vile jamaa explain poa sana. Now, these two people here also have a very big role to play. These people can determine kama hii add-on ita happen ama ita happen. Ukila ama nuango mwalimu. They have a very big role to play. Because assume umetapia mataa, reduce speed. Now umekunyima. What will happen? Na mlikuwa too close, simtalimana. Lakini kama mulichangamka mapema mka slow down. Number 1. Kuna possibility kubwa sana ya huyu kutachapana na huyu. Huyu ata indicate na awa slow down. Hii ingie. Si kweli? But don't forget this. When an accident happens, you have only seconds to make things right. In fact, ajali ni seconds. 2, 1, 2, ime happen. Unaweza msai ilitokeaje? Mimi sijui. Another thing before nikae chini. Ndio nimebonga sana. Yes. You should. Now, mostly I normally discourage people to overtake when it's not safe and clear. That one 100% I want to discourage mtu kabisa. Because the moment utafanya hivyo, believe you me, people react differently. There's somebody who will react instead of braking, atafanya nini? Atakanyaga mafuta. Ukweli ama ni uongo? Wakati umetense you can do anything. Believe you me, kuna mtu wakati ametense hata ajui brakes na kuanga pesa gari. Lori ndio inakuja kukupata lori. Believe you me, utaka mafuta bado kanyanga brakes. So I would advise you this. At a point like that, wakati umeona unapiga sabu zako. Alafu tunasemanga sipendi ku encourage, but ukijipata in that situation na kuna shoulders, jisort mapema sana. Mimi nikarealize kuna roho mbaya sana kwa barabara. Ndio unasema moja ni muonyeshe, unamuonyesha ndio nini ifanyike. You'll find someone here very well, you want to come and like overtake them na uingie. But sasa yeye akataka mafuta from nowhere. Amjuani, amjawiko sana, but ataka kukuonyesha. Mbona watu kama wale? So please, if it's not safe and clear for you to overtake, do not overtake. Please don't overtake. Because tumesema nini? Things which contribute towards crashes ni nini? Human error. Sasa hiyo ina fall under what? Human error. Na kuna point nyingine ya mwisho. Watu wanduthi kanusu. Kala kakuota mnachapanga pale then mngia kwa nduthi. Kakuota maze ni noma sana. Yesterday I talked about reflexes. Kama mliangalia ile post ya jana. Na nikasomesha watu. Reflexes ni nini? Wakati uko sober, wakati uko fiti, you can make a sober decision. na raundi zako, but wakati kwa road avoid kanusu mnoma sana. Big time avoid hiyo. I've seen people die because of that. Inakaa kitu simple sana, but it affects your judgment totally. It affects your judgment totally. Inakufanya na make bad decisions kwa barabara. Unacheki dole mtu anafika barabara, unafikiria kwa mbali, mtu imanzi yako hapa. Before realize uko naye chini. And by the way, pikipiki zinaua watu kama the first need from NTSA data, fatalities data, ni pedestrian followed by pikipiki. And number 2. Osi mingi sasa zinaproposiwa ziko na emergency. Emergency what? What? Kwa sababu boda. Pale Kenyatta mazee, nishataka pale siku nyingine. Kila dakika mbao ama 30 kuna mtu anduthi anafikishwa. Ana mkono, mwingine kichwa mazee kwa hali mbaya, mwingine na mguu hawana. It's that serious. So even if you're going to forget everything I've said, remember this. Mwili yako ndio body ya pikipiki yako. If anything goes wrong, utafika chini. Sawa? Yes.
So much. Yes. Yes. For me, my take home is just be unique. A unique rider, a unique driver, a unique everything. Hapa kazini, in whatever you do, just be unique. For me, ndio napeleka nyumbani, because when you try to become unique in whatever you do, uniqueness is attained by just sacrifice, by obedience, by kukua conscious. That is when you attain the uniqueness. Asante sana. Bodaboda tumeguzwa sana. Na hiyo ndio tuna feel as though bodaboda, why do I need to go even to a class nifunzwe mambo ya bodaboda? Si rafiki yangu anaweza nifunza tu pale hivyo. Mtani anionyesha hii ni clutch, hii ni brake. So hiyo mwalimu atatuguzia kidogo, instructor kidogo, lakini before atuguzie kuhusu mafunzo yenye wanafanya pale hivyo kwa class, kidogo ningependa kukaribisha Bwana James. Bwana James ni chairman wa one of the bodaboda groups hapa Zimmerman. Atueleze kidogo pale hivyo experience ya pale kudeal na majamaa pale hivyo mtaani. Are there some of the programs mko nazo, labda sensitizing, how do you do the same? Wewe kama kiongozi pale hivyo, unahakikishaje watu wale unaongoza they adhere to the regulations za barabara? Karibu sana Bwana James. Pia hapa ndio kwa comfortable. Sawa.
Asante sana kunikaribisha, lakini kwa bodaboda we have a lot of challenges. One challenge is tukiride, a lot of us hawana reflector, hawana helmet, hawajavaa gumboot or kiatu vizuri. Hiyo ni challenges tunapata. Cha pili, kwa barabara watu wa magari wametudharau sana. Wanatuona kama sisi ni matakataka kwa barabara. Kwa nini hivyo? Ukitaka ku overtake hawajawahi kupea nafasi hata moja, unless ungijing'ang'anie pekee. Cha tatu, tukiwa pale mtaa watu wajaenda driving school, tunaendanga tu kwa mwenye amejua bodaboda, ufundishwe na yeye, ulipe mbao ya mafuta ama 200 300, ujue. After hivyo hata roundabout most of us wajui kupita roundabout. Line 1 wajui ni gani, line 2 wajui ni gani, line 3 wajui ni gani. Hizo ni challenges tunapata. Hivyo tu ndio niko nazo. Sasa mwalimu anafaa atuonyeshe line 1 ni gani, line 2 option zao, tuendelee nayo.
So kabla mwalimu akuje pale hivyo mtaani, kuna measures zote mnachukua nyinyi kama wahusika kwa hiyo sako yenu? Ama mnaachilia tu maneno ijipeleke?
Mostly tuna dealing nayo na fighting, ndio tumependanga to fight, lakini imekingi the best solution. Ukipata accident na mtu mnavurugana, ama wanakuja wengi, wanakutusi, wanakuvamia, wanakupora, wanaenda. Hizo ni most of that.
Sawa Bwana James. So asante sana Bwana James. I think hiyo ni perspective mzuri sana because all of us hapa hivi ukisikia bodaboda you run. Ukijaribu kuguza mmoja within 5 minutes you better not be there. You don't know pale wanatokanga, lakini ile mchoro tuliona pale tukiambiwa avoid kuinua mguu ya mbele ama ya nyuma. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. So, it's time we change the narrative now. And I think with such forums, Bwana James, and you are very much welcome even with your team, I think it's a high time we start organizing these forums to just change the narrative. Because it all boils down to our perspectives, our minds. Tukijua that huyu mtu wa bodaboda ni my brother. Siku hizi nimeona pia wanadada wamejitoza katika huo ulingo. Maybe ni my wife pale, ni my sister. And that is a good way. Because I don't anticipate, for example, something may happen pale hivyo, and then it's my sister who is raising the voice on top of her voice pale hivyo. At least there's some sanity yenye inakuja. And with such forums, I believe, tunaweza have that mindset i-change kabisa na kukuwa na respect kwa barabara. For me, I always try to give a person away. For example, kama nimejipata naendesha pikipiki, because nimebahatika kujua kuendesha. Wacha nikuwe wa kwanza kupea mtu nafasi. For me, I always feel good because watu wa gari wanatuogopa sana. Wacha nijiweke hapo kidogo because ukishakalia pikipiki umekuwa mtu wa boda by the way. Na utatitiwa kama mtu wa boda. But ukishafika pale hivyo, upe mtu wa gari nafasi, sometimes hata na kudoubt. Haamini unaweza mpe nafasi because there's that notion. But for me, whenever I tell them Peter, naona mtu unaona kuna hiyo perspective amekuwa naye, but sasa imechange. So I think Bwana James, hata tukienda pale nje, wacha tukue the ambassadors now. Tuwaonyeshe ni sawa, sisi tunaweza wapea way. Give them the way. And number 2, for a motorbike ni rahisi sana kupenetrate. Even if I waste 1 second here, I know I can recover it. Accelerate from gear 1 to gear 4 ni very easy, si kama gari. Kwa hivyo there's no need kukuwa na rush sana, but ukishafanya kitu humanity pale hivyo yenye inaonyesha humanity, hata ukienda huyo mtu wa gari ataenda akisema wow, watu wa bodaboda siku hizi kweli wamechange. I think that's the narrative that we should send to our brothers and sisters out there, right? Asante sana. Kwa wakati huu, wacha tukaribishe instructor wetu hapa hivi from Air Driving School. Akuja tueleze mawili matatu, amekuwa hapo, amkona experience. Tell us the programs maybe zenye mnafanya pale hivyo shuleni, some of the skills mna impart our drivers with. Ndio at least wakitoka hapa nje, wanakuwa ni watu responsible. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Niwasalimu tena. Sijui nitasemaje. Unajua rais akishaongea alafu ambie Gachagua aongee, Gachagua anashindwa ataongea nini. Ndana ashaongea, but kila mtu ako na edge moja juu ya mwingine. Me am a driving instructor, but not just an instructor. I major in defensive driving. I'm a certified defensive driving instructor. Na haswa, maybe tutaorganize na Dan tena, si kujua ni forum kama hii. I've actually been caught unaware. We have a defensive riding class. Niko na class, nimetengeneza ya defensive riding, na hata sijafunza watu. Maybe connect, tutaorganize na watu wa boda. I would want to do that. Hata ikiwa ni for free, I don't mind it. Tuko naye, we might need siku yenye hamuko busy sana. It takes about 5 hours to complete that. Lakini ningesema hivi, Judana ameguzia mengi yenye ningependa kusema. Mimi nitaenda defensive. Kitu cha kwanza nianze niseme, you riders are very lucky. Driver ako na barabara moja, this lane. Mguu zake zinakanyanga hapa na zingine zinakanyanga hapa. A rider has 3 places anaweza kuwa kwa barabara. You have the innermost. Ukiangalia it is a very smooth black place. Ukiangalia kuna ya katikati ambayo inakuanga ni chafu na hata haijakanyangwa sana, na kuna ya mwisho ambayo ni very smooth. And then kuna shoulder. Most riders wanapenda kukaa kwa shoulder. Shoda ina shida moja. Barabara ikianza kukatika, huanza na shoda. Barabara uchafu wote, zile machupa tumetupa, zikigongwa na gari, zinarudi kwa shoda. These two, pahali magari yamekanyanga, they could look very good and very black, but they are very dangerous, especially kukinyesha kidogo. So, me I always tell riders, hapo pahali unaona, penye hapaja kanyangwa, that is your place. That is new. It is for you. Hapo hauwezi tereza. Number 2, why would you be? Kwani mbona ninakwambia ukae kwa barabara katikati? Because if it is a two-way, let that guy overtake you kama ni gari yana. But ukikaa hapa mwisho, if you are here and another car is coming, this guy lazima kusukuma. Lakini ukiwa hapa atafanya nini? Ata overtake. You look for time to overtake, si ndio? So that is one place yenye rider anafaa kae. Mchana tumetoka, ukisikia defensive driving, tumetoka ile age tulikuwa tunaambiwa ukae 70 meters nyuma ya mwingine. There is no 70 meters nowadays. I believe Dan can tell you. Siku hizi tunasema minimum or maximum. You be 3 seconds away from the other driver. Juu 70 meters ni kama kutoka hapa na wapi? Na kwa barabara. Kweli Rukagina watakubali? Si watajaa hapo. So, but most important is, a rider ukiamka asubuhi, ukigurumisha motorbike, washa taa and let it be on the whole day. That's by law. Ni askari tu wanawaonea huruma. That's by law. Na ningependa as riders download, connect muna net, na nyinyi ndio mnatupatia net. You should be better. You should use it more. Download readings za NTSA. Traffic Act, download it. There is that section yenye inakwambia a rider what you should not do and what you should do. Siku hizi tuna insist reflectors sana. Believe me you, reflectors hiyo ya mchana. Mimi in defensive driving I discourage people kuvaa reflector mchana. It does not help. You should wear something fluorescent. Hebu simama my brother. Simama. Simama, wewe uko na orange. Stand up. You see those two gentlemen? If this reflector was black in color, na hata iwe na hizo reflective stripes, mchana hata onekana, si ndio? And he would be seen more because red ni fluorescent. So during the day, mkiangalia kumetokea reflectors aina nyingi. If it is not a yellow or orange reflector, don't wear a green reflector ati juu iko na reflective tapes. During the day, those reflective tapes don't reflect. Unafaa uvae kitu translucent. This color, unaweza simama my brother, sorry for nikutumie kidogo. Unaona hiyo green? During the day, that green is better than the white. Akiwa kwa motorbike. Wear either green, yellow, orange, na vitu kama hizo. Mnaweza keti. Lakini usiku, again, reflector inasaidia. Nataka kuguzia tu kidogo kuhusu attitude. Because a rider or a driver is made up of 3 things. The skill. Na hiyo mko nayo nyinyi. You are very good riders. I've seen that. Some of you have a bit of knowledge. Wenye wamekuja there. Unajua hii ni yellow broken, ile ni yellow continuous. Unajua traffic signs kidogo, unaelewa. That is knowledge. But each one of you has his unique attitude. Na hiyo ndio where riders have gone wrong. Me, I'm a victim. About 3 months ago, hapa tu Madre Teresa, nimekuwa branch hii yetu ya Zimmerman, nimetoka na mwanafunzi. Jamaa mmoja, he is your neighbor, I know. Ni neighbor yenu tu. Nikimtaja mnamjua hata sijui jina. lakini kuna motorbike imewekwa mtungi kubwa yenye inatumika kwa mahoni. Jamaa anabebea pahali. I believe you know that motorbike. Akajisqueeze katikati yangu na gari ingine. Ule mtungi wake ukanichapa bumper. Lakini hakuanguka, gari ilikuwa ina mwanadada, and it's very traumatic. A student lady akifanya accident, it's very traumatic. Lakini by the time nitoke, si niko pande ile, si tumesimama, unajua kuna preparation ya kutoka. You don't just open the door because wengine wako left. Unaweka hazard, make sure the student ameweka handbrake, the gear is in neutral. Alikuwa amebeba mwanadada. By the time nitoke, bumper yangu amekunja kidogo. By the time nitoke, kulikuwa na watu wa boda. Funny enough, hata wengine wanabebea hapo kwangu kwa shule nje, and they were out to beat me. Nikaenda nikaripoti Kasarani. One DCI fellow was very bitter. I had taken some photographs za watu kadhaa hapo in the process. Juu niliona hapa tutapigwa. Actually they even punched one of my students. Nilikuwa na student wawili, a lady na kijana. Sasa the lady was driving. Kijana ni wale barubaru kama nyinyi, ana mayoyo. Alileta kizaza kushika ile motorbike. Even today, Martin can attest, ukienda kwa DL, utakuta side mirror ya motorbike na funguo ziko hapo. Tulikataa na ile motorbike. But I let him go. Tukachukua picha. Wakati nienda kwa DCI nika display. I have those photos in my phone. 6 of bodaboda riders here wako Kasarani. Their photos are there. 2 of them are armed criminals. They are already wanted. Believe me, you kama huyo DCI angekuja, someone would have been shot. Mpaka leo ninaenanga kwa huyo jamaa, bado wako. I see him. Kuna mmoja pale think twice. A very dangerous fellow, he's armed. Nataka kusema nini? You will not be different from them unless attitude yenu ibadilike. Because there is no way to identify between a good rider and a bad bodaboda rider. Nataka kusema hivi. Attitude is where we have gone wrong. Me, I believe a skill, driving is a skill, riding is a skill, like swimming. Swimming hauhitaji kwenda shule. Unahitaji uchukuliwe na vijana wenzako mtafute pond hapo kwenu kumenyesha. Dufu kama bataa na mu. Si ndio? Lakini kuenda Olympics inahitaji attitude. You can learn how to ride a motorbike in a few minutes. But kukaa kwa motorbike juu na hauendi chini na hau violate rights za wengine inachukua attitude. Attitude nataka kusema hivi. In driving, mkiangalia, mkigoogle, nitawatia homework, maybe class ingine tutaulizana. Attitude is the way you perceive or see things. Why do bodabodas jambo likitokea wanachoma gari ya mtu? Watu wengi hatujawahi kujiuliza. Why would people be that violent? And we know what should happen after an accident. We stop. Yake iko insured. Yangu iko insured. If anybody has been injured, hospitali kwanza. Then the police. Akona license, niko naye. But you see now, we are dealing with the people without licenses. Atangoja polisi wakuje. And that is why mimi husema hivi, if today I would be involved in an accident na mtu ya boda, I won't stop. Direct mpaka kwa polisi. Because the moment umefika kwa polisi, they take off. And he can tell you. Wakikuja wakiwa wengi, alafu waone askari anakuja. Hata wale walikuwa wanaleta, the reason being, utasimama pale, gari yako itachomwa. But why do they do it? Mimi huwaelewa, attitude. Imekuwa hivi, and it's very unfortunate that nyinyi, the lesson you ought to be given is riding for work. Riding for work. Nyinyi mnaendesha bodaboda ama pikipiki mkienda kazi. It's your means of transport. Those guys, it's their means of earning money. Wewe, kazi yako ni ya network, nini. Kwa hivyo hii, ni kama ile gari ya Kenya Breweries inatupelekea mvinyo. But nataka kusema hivi, if your attitude, ujue pale kwa bodaboda kuna kijana ambaye wewe umeng'ang'ana, and I believe wengi wenu kitambo ufanye hizi mawaya vile ninaonanga ni tudogo, hata macho mko naye mzuri. Watu wa bodaboda, kuna kijana ameshinda mama yake, wakasema tumnunulie nini? Mwingine akawa ni mwizi, ni mbaya, tumnunulie nini? Sasa wakati walinunua bodaboda akapata miguu ya kusnatch simu zetu. Mbeleni alikuwa anatoroka miguu, siku hizi ana bodaboda. It is all about attitude. And if you want to be in a different class, believe me, you must act. You must act as riding for work. Mimi kuzaliwa kwangu na kulelewa nimekuwa Karen sana. Na tumekuwa na wazungu na wako na motorbikes tangu siku za jadi. Na ni ngumu sana uende Kenyatta ukute mzungu mtoto huko. And you know what? Mkienda pale Jamhuri, and it's good sometimes you visit, muone vyenye hawa watoto wanafanya na hizo motorbike. Try that at home. Wengi wenu hamutarudi. It's not about speed. Because in defensive tunasema hivi, driving is physics. Force is equals to mass times acceleration. Uaccelerate sana, ukute force kubwa, impact ni kubwa. What does it mean? If you are riding kutoka hapa mpaka Kahawa West, it's very different na vyenye unaweza ride kutoka Maroroi to Kahawa West ukipitia bypass, because ya traffic yenye iko hapa. And it's not that you don't have to drive fast, you can drive fast. But two things you must observe. Vitu 4 ambavyo vinatusumbua kwa uendeshaji wa pikipiki. You must observe. Riders don't look. My friends, mukitumia haya macho mko naye. Haya. These are just but bulbs za kuabsorb nini? Light. These are bulbs. Ni kama mataa ya gari. Gari ikimulika, do you think inaona ile ingine? The eye is in here. These are bulbs za kuabsorb light. Absorb the light. See. Process hapa. Ukiobserve and you scan, angalia. Don't look. If you look, you stare. Observe. Na especially mtu ya nduthi. Kuna kitu Dan alisema that is very important and I want to emphasize. Always look at the side mirror. Ukiona hauoni dereva kwa side mirror, ujue hakuoni. No matter haijalishi anaendesha nini. Mimi hata mtu ya nduthi na angalianga side mirror yake. If I cannot see the rider, helmet yake macho. Na mjua siku hizi watu wametint. Nasikiza sikika I believe we are going to work on this one time na NTSA. Afadhali na sisi to demonstrate maandamano. Watu wametint mpaka windscreen. V8, ma BMW, ma Mark II. Na riders muko tu, badala ya mu demonstrate juu ya vitu kama hizo. Nyinyi mnakaa tu. Ati muna demonstrate juu ya mafuta. Sasa wewe una demonstrate juu ya mafuta na pikipiki yako ni 150cc. So you're even telling God asikupatie gari kubwa. There are those concerns zenye we thought the current government itaingilia, but they are not. Someone ametint. Mimi kwa defensive, I don't just look at the mistakes people make. I offer solutions. Because what do we do? Vijana wetu wamenunua Subaru, wametint. Amekata kashimo size hii atikakuona side mirror. Atakuona wewe. Now, how do we stay safe na watu kama hawa? How do we ride on the same roads na watu kama hawa? Mtu wa V8, because there is a lesson in driving tunasema see and be seen. Lazima uone na uonekane. Sasa wewe hauoni huyo dereva. How do you think he is seeing you? Nani amekwambia anakuona? Maybe hata ako kwa simu. Alafu akikuguza, siku hizi tumeona wako na mtindo mpya. Akikuguza, there are two things that will happen. Either he will stop, na akiona things can be bad, if he gets to the police before you, believe me you, wewe hata utafungwa na mihadarati. If he gets to the police before you, because kitu cha kwanza, there is no way we can tell him as a working bodaboda na wewe wa connect mwenye ulikuwa unaenda kazi, unless sasa mubebe box nyuma kama watu wa Glovo, ati tunajua yule ni Glovo, ama mko na helmets na reflectors kama zile za ball, at least tunajua yule ni wa connect. When you observe, the first thing you do when you observe is you identify. That is point number 2. Point 1 ilikuwa ni observe. Point number 2, you identify. That's how you got married. You observed some ladies, but you identified one. Na simba iki-identify one, hata ikimbie mpaka Maroroi. Simba inaenda mpaka? You identified. What do I mean by identifying? Unateremka from Roysambu to 44. Na umefika hapa karibu Madre Teresa. Umeona matatu mingi. Kwa akili zako ujue hivi, mtu anaweza chomoka kwa matatu, conductor anaweza chomoka akaenda pande ile kuchukua mtu, kuna kanisa liko hapo na shule, anything can happen. You have identified. Ume-identify kuna stage hapa, kuna traffic. And what do you do when you get to so much traffic? 2 things. You slow down. Kwa uendeshaji wa gari tunasema, Dan talked about reaction times. Tunaweza fanya hesabu ndogo sana. Someone atoe simu yake. How many minutes are there in 1 hour? Unajua magari tunaandikiwa in kilometers per hour. Mzungu ametuandikia in kilometers per hour. Dan knows in defensive driving we talk of meters per second. Hii barabara hapa kuvuka ni 3 meters maximum. Na hapa ni 3 meters. This is not a kilometer. 3 meters ukidivide kwa kilometer, it is 0.0 something. Si ndio? Hebu hesabu, a vehicle moving at 80 kilometers an hour, it's moving in how many meters per second? Because hiyo motorbike yako, wewe unaonanga ati umeenda 60. What is the speed most of you ride? 40. Hata tufanye hiyo 60. Weka 60 times 1000 meters. Hiyo ni 60,000, si ndio? 1 hour has 60 minutes, of which in them kuna 60 seconds. That 60 times 60, 3600. Ebu divide 60,000 by 3600. 60,000 by 3600. 16. That means hiyo motorbike wakati uko 60, you are moving at 16 meters per second. Ujuange hivyo. Wacha kudanganywa na hiyo ati clock, ati kilometers per hour. You are not moving in kilometers per hour. A rally driver is rely on kilometers per hour. Rely on kilometers per hour. Ndio maana akatolewa kwa barabara main. Amepelekwa kichaka. Because amekuja akaambiwa you are not moving in kilometers per hour, you are moving in meters per nanoseconds. A rally driver, that is why he has to have someone. Hana time ya kuona. Yeye anaambiwa kuna kona. And by the time neno kona litoke. Muliona what happened in that ranch, ile ilifly, si ndio? And it was very unfortunate the president anaingia ralika. If it was in another country where the constitution is followed, dakika hii tungekuwa kuna mtu tumechapa hadharani. It was very wrong. Me, I felt my hair stand, because I know what accidents can do. Hiyo gari inaenda at 180, 200. Ukidivide 200 by 36, 200,000 by 3600. Uniambia hiyo gari inaenda mita how many meters per second? Na ni kichakani. Very bad roads. Si ndio? 55 meters per second. Kumaanisha uwanja wa mpira, that boy anafiatuka na 2 seconds. That is what I want you to see. You must identify. And if you're identifying at 16 meters per second, ni kumaanisha hivi, when you are riding, wewe macho yako yawe hapa, lakini akili zako ziko kwa barabara. You must look 60 meters from where you are. Macho yako yawe yako nyuma ya akili zako. Your brains ought to be ahead, because that's where the eye. Dakika hii kuna jicho hapa nimeona hili. Na hili litaweka ujumbe mwingi sana. Nikijaribu kusema si kuwa hapa, unaambiwa si ulikuwa. That's how your brain should work. And because what you are doing is a psychomotor skill, we do not need any academic qualification for you to ride. Ndio maana hata machizi wanaendesha. Na wenye wamekuwa idhea kwa PDL, you had 4 questions to answer. 1. Swali la kwanza kwa PDL mliulizwaje? The very first one? Yeah? Hapana, kwa PDL ndio the government released that provisional driving license. Wanakuuliza hivi, do you suffer from epilepsy? Wote mlisema? No. Can you see 22.8 meters? Wote mkasema? Do you have both mikono na miguu? Mkasema? Yes. Ya mwisho ukaulizwa, do you have anything like mental illness? Nyinyi wote mkasema? No. Ndio PDL ikatoka. Ungeansa yes to any of those, haingeto. Lakini mjue hivi, ile hasira tunaona barabarani ni ya watu machizi ama ni ya watu nomo? Because tumekuja barabarani, sisi sio chizi medically, but ile anxiety tuko naye, the stress that we have, ile fatigue tuko naye. Dakika hii maisha yako magumu. And I'll tell you today, hapa msiseme ati unga iko na bei kali. Mwambie Mungu asaidie connect na directors. Kazi inuke, Mungu awainue mfikie hiyo unga pahali iko na mu overtake. Wacheni mambo ya kusema ati maisha ni bei kali. Tunataka mafuta irudi 100 alafu mkatwe mishahara. Na yeye akipunguza mshahara, aseme juu maisha imekuwa cheap. Si ndio? Let's pray to God tufika wapi? If it is about riding, tukidwell na barabara sana, hii ni ya serikali. We can only use it the way it is. Ikiwa na hizo potholes, if we can change our attitude. You can ride a very bad bike, yenye hata ina tu na moshi, but because your attitude is correct. Na muangalie jamaa wetu wa Rift Valley, wamekuwa wakikimbia bila viatu. Na wanashi? Na saa hiyo kuna mtu anangojea ati mimi nitakimbia wakati nitanunuliwa nini? Na yeye anaingiza mamilio. Attitude. Uki-identify, what do? You predict. Once you identify, you predict. Unadadisi. Unasema yule anaweza ingia barabarani. So what do? Unaachilia. Nini nilikuwa nataka kuondoa mguu, kumbe yangu ni ya gari. Yenu ni ya mkono. Unaachilia mafu. The moment you release that acceleration, the motorbike slows and you have time. Because sometimes you will not have a second chance ya kuflash. Ati kuflash, kupiga horn, brake. You're covering 16 meters per second. By the time you flash, 16. Horn, 16. Hata hutajua nini ilikugonga, si ndio? So what do? You slow down kwanza. You slow down. If need be, una brake kidogo. And then umepredict. Sasa kupredict nimeshikanisha na actioning, because already umeanza kuachilia. But most important ni ujue hivi. Road safety starts and ends with you. It's very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate that sometimes our government plays politics na maisha ya watu. Ati wanaweza kukusanya, he can attest, waliitwa siku moja Kasarani, wakaambiwa wanaingiza 3 billion. Mimi na Dan hatukuagi hapo. Sisi naye tuko mahospitalini tukiangalia ni pesa ngapi tunatumia zenye wamefanya tutumie juu ya kuangusha watu. Wanaingiza 3 billion but they are costing this country gharama ya 7 billion. They are very skilled. Our riders in this country, even our drivers, they are very skilled, but attitude kuna shida kidogo. For you, the skill takes 10% of your riding expertise. Knowledge takes another 10, and that is what the government needs to issue you with a license. Kwa hivyo ukienda NTSA wenye wamekuwa, nimeenda na wabiri test juzi na wamefurahi sana wamepata license, but the government only took 20% of kitu kidogo sana. 80% ni wewe uko na attitude, because if you come out here because you have a license kufanya kama yule aliinua mguu moja Thika Road, believe me, you will count your bones. It is for you now, and I'm happy with what you said. We can start the change from here. We can start the change from here. Why is Rwanda a benchmarking place? Na badala ya watu wetu wa pikipiki wapelekwe, who went? Nani walienda benchmarking? My MCA. Tunaona? Dakika hii watu wa bodaboda watahitajika sana ndio wasaidie mgomo, wasaidie campaign. Lakini where they are needed. And to me, we would actually, if Sikika you can front this. Tupigania watu wa bodaboda sana, let there be no charges except for the license itself. Hizi licenses zingine zote hata hakuna haja ya kusema ati wanasumbuliwa. Let NTSA inakuja kwa uwanja inawatest, and it is good mtestiwe hiyo model town board. That is where the attitude starts, because utakuta mtu wa boda anatoka line hii ina arrow. This one everybody can see inaenda huku, but he will comfortably ride. Huyu anaenda huku, but mtu ya boda hata sisemi ni wabaya, but attitude ya wengi wenye wako huko. And that is why Kenya is the only country yenye iko na shida na Saudi Arabia, because the girls we sent to Saudi Arabia ni wenye wamezurura huku wamefika mwisho. Sasa mnasema wacha aende huko akatulie. Hatatulia. You do not look at our PSV industry. Look at our PSV industry. Matatu. Look at the guys who are there kwa matatu. Dakika hii tukisema wachukue good conduct, Michuki alifanya hivyo. Like 80% of them wakarudi nyumbani kulima, because vidole zao zimejaa mpaka kwa ngozi za watu. I can only plead with you. I can only plead with you. God willing, and if we can go forward, ndio nisiongee sana. We can have a comprehensive class on defensive riding, because that you need to be good ambassadors. You do not need excellent skills to be good riders, because that is what watu wanasema ati experience. Nataka dereva mwenye experience ya miaka 5. Lakini dereva mwenye experience ya miaka 5 ni kama kompyuta yenye imekaa kwa network iki-download files zenye ziko na mpaka virus. Hiyo experience ni virus, because yeye amepitia kwingi. That is why one of you here, because you believe you are very good riders, ataenda anunue akunywe na akona pikipi. Hiyo ni kujiamini. Lakini ujue hivi, ujiulize hivi, hiyo motorbike inasimama na mguu mbili. And do you know what pombe does to our bodies? Inaguzanga wapi? Nani anajua pombe inaguza wapi? Wangapi tunakunywa? Wangapi tunakunywa? Do you know what it does? Huenda inaguza the part of the brain, inaguza the part of the brain that makes you human. The moment mtu amekunywa, you are no longer human. Sasa wewe ni kama zombie, meaning hata kutembea, ukiona mtu anapoteza balance na uko juu ya motorbike na haina balance. Number 2, drinking affects your, tunaita your reasoning speed. Even the way you would react, even your reactions. Drinking, ndio unaona hata speech in a slur. The more you drink, eh? Some of us become violent. Uliingia kwa club, everybody was very ugly. Lakini after 2 beers, unaona mmoja yule sio baya. Na hivyo ndivyo unafanya kwa motorbike. Unaona gari unasema ile ni ya model town board. Ati ile ni gari dogo. Sasa hiyo ni lori, ni taa moja haina. Attitude. You are riding for work. Let me tell you, you are riding for work. Your bread does not come from that. You go for your bread. Ukitumia nini? Kindly go get your bread and make sure it gets home. Usitoke ati ulienda kutuwekea wifi ukakosa kurudi. Tukifanya uchunguzi kidogo tunakuta in your pocket, because mnavaa jacket mingi. In the inner pocket there was a bottle. You can disguise it. Fatigue. Kuna watu sio walevi lakini fatigue. Nyinyi mnakaa chini kama mimi kwa laptop mpaka saa 8 ya usiku na saa 12 unataka uwe hapa. Believe me, if you miss 2 hours of sleep for 3 days, wewe na mtu amelewa, you are no different. Actually, you are even worse. Utaanza kuwa hata violent kwa nyumba. And that is why wakati watu wana understand hivyo, most logistic managers, if you have one, ata make sure if you are traveling, ata make sure hiyo group ina travel wame take a good rest. You must sleep. Kulala hiyo sio ati ni kupembelezana. Lazima mwili upumzike. Otherwise fatigue comes, and you can imagine, mimi ni instructor and sometimes it's gotten to me. I've had a bad night, hata mimi ni binadamu, na nimekuja class ya saa 8, nimekula ugali. So you can imagine huyo student, if they are not good drivers, utashagaaga lakini Martin asisikie. Unashagaa umefunga jicho kidogo. Even on that motorbike, you are having a helmet. Inside that helmet kuna chemistry ina take place. Kwani ukipumua hewa inaenda wapi? See, it's in the helmet. It becomes hot. Sometimes even hiyo kioo haioni vizuri. You can imagine hiyo kufanya hivi at 16 meters per second. Utasema ilikuwa ni, na mimi niliona ni gari dogo. Kuna mtu ana swali? Sitaki kupitisha hapo. Otherwise, we'll organize, maybe tutaorganize na Dan. Nitakaa chini na yeye, we can go through a class, ndio tuwaletee class ya defensive riding. Tuongee mengi, there is so much. Mengine nina yaruka, nikaona niguzie attitude, because that is where we've gone wrong. We have narrow roads, yes.
So the issue comes in when you have a traffic. And then time.
Yes.
We are told to fix less unless overpaid.
Yes.
So we should not overlap. In our road, on our shoulder. But again, our roads are simple for some. We are not. So we will be here and giving finding that shoulder and some. So what should we do? Masiki or maybe one maybe from the other side, what's it going to do? Or right other side, what how you find even bumps, they don't have those colors. So we go in that job, then if you talk, unapata kuna kwa pande ya rema. It's not even aina hizo right kama hizo. So nimekuja tu na speed yangu ya 6. Then napata
Bam.
So what should we do? Only at least
Now, that's a very good question. Let me say this. Kuna kitu nilikuwa nimeruka. I did not want to dwell on that. Nimesema hii restaurant ni kubwa. We need 3 things to make driving or riding. We need the rider, we need the motorbike, and we need the roads. Chetu hapa, barabara ni za serikali, and that is what Sikika is fighting. Wanang'ang'ania Nakura na Kenha. Kuna sehemu nyingi sana tumeitisha bumps. On the other side, on the sidelines, me am a road safety volunteer. I have a CBO that works close with me na hufuatilia. Kuna bumps mingi sana mimi nimeitisha na pedestrian crossing, because mimi nina specialize na watu wanaitwa unmotorized transport. Mimi hudeal na wheelchairs, watu wa wheelchair, watu wa punda, watu wa mkokoteni, making sure they have safe places. But iko hivi, nimesema we can only use the road the way it is juu ya serikali vyenye imetuletea. That is, we appreciate. One very good example is Thika Road. Wakati ilijengwa, the Kibakis and everybody else, na Mungu amlaze pahali pema, kila mtu aliamka kusifu Thika Road. I believe Sikika were the very first kusema hakuna vivukio. They were the very first kulalamika. And others, road safety workers. Tukasema hivi, hakuna footbridges. How do they expect uvuke a 3 lane na pande ile ingine ni 3 lane, vehicles moving at 110? 110, let me say this, 100 is 27 meters per second. 120 is 33. Kwa hivyo 110, we are looking at 30 meters per second. Sonko mwenyewe akauliza, and Sonko was very right, how do we have bumps kwa highway? Because waliona, unajua sisi, the African setting, gate yako ikiharibika kidogo, what do we do? Watu wengi hapa badala ya kuchukua nyundo ulipee, unaingoa, unaiweka kando, utakuja kutengeneza yo. Waliweka bump badala ya kujenga nini? Flyover. Nataka kusema barabara zetu ni nyembamba, but with the correct attitude, we will use those narrow roads, because there is not so much we can do about the motorbike. Motorbike hiyo ni ya Japan na nchi za nje, na speed we cannot alter. Tunaweza decide tufinye yote ama tufinye kidogo. The speed is there, but you can also finya kidogo. The roads na barabara pia ujue hivi, they have 3 things. Barabara zina design. One of them, and the worst, was Thika Road, kukosa na zimeua watu sana. The other one ni pale Sachangwan. I believe that the first time I met you ilikuwa ni Sachangwan. Tulienda World Remembrance Day, Sachangwan. You can imagine, barabara ni 12 kilometers of very steep descent. Ati imewekwa bump. Dereva wa trailer, leave alone wanaambiwa wanaweka ati free. That gentleman has 70 tons on his back, on a decline. The force ya huo mzigo, if he ever puts his foot on the brake, by the time afike chini, hiyo gari inawaka moto. Those brakes ukienda kwa hizo barabara, utasikia zinanu. That is how they lose brake. Amekanyanga mpaka mipira ina bust. So, what was the best thing? Weka ukuta katikati. If this driver loses control, wacha aende kwa ukuta peke yake. And that ukuta, kitu watu hawakuelewa, it helps stop. Because dereva anaweza weka gari kwa ukuta, ikaslide kwa ukuta mpaka ikaika. Tangu waliweka hizo mawe, na sio ukuta vile. Si kumekuwa kuzuri. Bad design of roads. A corner. Vehicles are designed, the wheel is turning as unaweza kujikoa ukikimbia sana speed. Kuna player mmoja wa Man U, sitaki kusema ni nani, alikuwa na overtake mpira. He would run and overtake mpira. Na akigeuka, kwanza ikiwa ni pale nyuma, tunajua hiyo ni bao ya opponent. Nataka kusema hivi, that motorbike you're having, it has a limitation. How fast it can go forward and still turn. If you turn too fast and it's inajikwaa. Hata wewe, if you corner so fast na unakimbia, that means road design sometimes it's bad. There is so much we might not do because inategemea na the current policy holders. We can try to influence. Kuambia hii road design yake ni mbaya. But know this. For those who have seen the design ya hii barabara ya Northern Bypass, hii Western Bypass. Hapa USIU uone vyenye wametengeneza ati butterfly interchange. Lakini all that is done on paper. It create a project ya 3 billion. But on actual ground, wanasema ipitie katikati ya Maruroi. Tutasave pe? There is so much. It needs even political goodwill. Na inahitaji, let's use what mimi husema from where I am. I don't look at what would have been made to be better. I look at what I have and how best I can. Mimi kitu ningesema ni hiki. Unaona every single time, ndio nimesema akili zako ziwe mbele ya macho. Wewe uliwacha pahali and take riding or driving kama security. You've been in that house, unaishi for maybe 7 years. Haujawahi kuvamiwa na wakora. Does it mean leo mtalala bila kufunga milango? Si mtafunga? That is how riding is. Every single meter on the road. Don't assume you know it. Do not assume you know it. Every single meter. Wewe uliwacha hakuna pothole, ujue kulikuwa na maandamano, kunaweza kuwa kuna mawe. Uliwacha hakuna pothole, there could have been an accident. Someone may have had a tire burst. Akibadilisha, and this is truckers, what they do, anawacha jiwe lenye aliweka dunga barabara. Do not ever be complacent. Usiangalie barabara ukasema unaijua. If you come, I know they need to paint the bumps, but to me, I believe, again, bumps, they slow us down. Why do we want to slow down in a fast-moving economy? Mbona tunataka ku slow down? Situtumie akili zetu vizuri. We know, why do we need bumps kwa shule? It's because some people are driving badly. And let me tell you, even with those bumps, bado watatugo, unless we change our attitudes. We can, tumekaa na gas kwa nyumba, na tumeitumia vizuri, but ukimess kidogo, mnapitana. Maji moto, tunatumia kwa nyumba, lakini ukimess. What I want to say is, we can use those roads for now, the way they are. We can use those motorbikes the way they are, even at speeds of 160 kwa clock. Lakini hatufiki 60, tunakatalia wapi? And it depends. Thika Road, chapa nyuki. Ukifika Zima, speed ya 20, 10, na speed ndogo. That way mutatumia motorbike kwa muda mrefu. The other thing ningerecommend kwa logistics manager, it's good ikiwa ni riders kama nyinyi, because every evening mukienda anapanga kazi, lakini kuna kitu kimoja hajui, ni wangapi wataamukia kesho asubuhi. Sometimes watu wenye wanatembea miguu, we tend to think they are safer. They are not. Watu wenye wanatumia motorbike, we tend to think they are in more danger. They are not. It all depends on you as an individual. If anybody puts you on that motorbike pale nyuma, ati akubebe, analyze, ukiangalia mtu kisogo, you can tell his character. Ukiangalia kisogo hivi, akigurumisha tu utajua huyu, mwambia umbe. Ikiwa hakuna swali lingine, mimi nitamalizia hapo, na ninashukuru. Tutaongea na watu kadhaa, maybe na the air. We can see if we can do a formal. Nimeona, I normally do presentations, PowerPoint. Nimeona mko na facility. We can do more classes, maybe through Connect. We can even do more na watu wa boda boda, not just the leadership, wenyewe. because I believe if we can change attitude, there is so much. I'm safe if you guys are riding well. All of us are road users. Mimi nikienda niweke hiyo gari ya kampuni, si nitachapa mguu. Unafikiria ni mainstructor wangapi dakika hii wako Kenyatta na miguu imewekwa hivi na waligongwa na wanafunzi wenye tumefunza, si ndio? So it is upon you, like, put yourself in a class that is unique. Nairobi, they've started county government kuwapatia reflector, but a reflector na iandikwe hata county government, hata iandikwe state house, na hapa hakuja badilika. Si ndio? Yes. So let's, I don't think there is anybody mwenye atakuja apike road safety mkunywe. Road safety itakuwa vile tunawaongelesha na mchange. Tunawaambia usikunywe na ride bike. Don't. Go home, weka bike, nipigie simu, canopy, tufanye yetu, tuende nyumbani. And for any reason you suspect that guy is tipsy, however small, on a motorbike, kindly don't be their passenger. Na ikiwa ni kazi report, useme mimi nimeona huyo Njoroge, na sio kunuka. Pombe sio kunuka, because anaweza kunuka yenye amemwagikiwa. Ndio.
Amazing. Asante sana. Nashukuru. Thank you. See, that is amazing. Facing things as they are. Why do we need speed bumps yet Kenya inakimbia? Lakini hapa, with your attitude, with our mental preparedness, we can just surpass everything, right? So myself, I don't have much ado. I don't have much to add on that. But kama hakuna swali lingine from our audience, kama hakuna kabisa, Watanga is ever on motorbike bana. Keep safe kabisa huko, si ndio? Kabisa. And all of us here. So kama hakuna swali lingine, nitamkaribisha Anthony, our GM, akuje aongee tu 2-3 kidogo tu. Hata yeye at one point amekuwa na motorbike sana. Atuambie mmepika experience kake tu kadogo na nuggets of wisdom kidogo, and then he'll invite Tiger and then tufunge. Yes.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, so my name is Anthony Kariuki, and I had operations. So I think I can have a comment, because most of the time, whenever you guys find yourselves in various incidents, you always run or even make calls to us. Ni kweli? Yeah, so this is something that has been affecting us. Like just the other day, Njero and the Food Plus team came out of hospital around 2 a.m. So this is an important session, but maybe from the presenters, I can only emphasize on one thing. I think whatever they have tried to say, for me, I consider to put it as a matter of discipline. Because it is discipline that will make you dress well before you go out with a motorbike, right? It is also discipline that will help you not to overtake carelessly. It is discipline that will help you not to carry more than 1 pillion. Si ni kweli? It is also discipline that will make you to mind about other road users. So I think in whatever we have been told tonight, we can choose to be disciplined in or whenever we use our roads. So I think for the sake of this session, I want to believe that the change we are talking about can be effected as from now. Sini kweli? We can be the source of that positive impact in our communities. The way our air driving instructor has suggested, Shafi, I hope you have taken note of that, that let this not be the last session we are doing this. Let it be something that we'll be doing oftenly. So mine is just to thank you. And also tomorrow, I'd also like to invite all of you to come here for a prayer session. We are calling it prayer breakfast because I think most of the time we talk about meeting our targets, our performance, but you also forget that it is God's favor that all of us have been enjoying. And that's why today you have been using motorbike the whole day, but right now we are here. Sinikweli? Yeah? It's not that, it is not our right. It's just a favor. So tomorrow, please, let us come at 7. We join hands. We say thank you to our God. We seek his favor, and everything will be okay. So for me, allow me to invite our CEO to come and also share a word or two. Karibu.
Hello, everybody. First of all, even in China, there's like a lot of people there. I spend pretty much all the time in the major cities. I saw some accidents, but like the minor ones, yeah. But personally, I never really seen a kind of a deadly, like a fatal accidents, yeah, on the road. But here, even just a passing through the or going through Thika Road, just like I already saw some really the real fatal accidents, yeah, like a couple of times. That was quite shocking, yeah. So, but then but yes, this guest, your name again? George, yes, yeah. George said it's attitude. It's attitude. It's also like the mindset. Yeah, of course, the education is also very important. That's why we put everyone, like a rider, to actually go to school to get license. And then we also provide insurance. But this is just a sort of the best the company can do, right? But still the very much day-to-day practice, especially wearing helmets, yeah, not overloading, and just be cautious everything about checking, yeah, the parts of the motorbikes and stuff. But in the end of the day, this is kind of a awareness of just keeping safe, because being safe is not only the responsibility for yourself, it's for your family, for your colleague. All right, so there's something and sometimes when we say being aware, being vigilant is something, yes, accident may still happen. If it's going statistically, it's the matter of a probability, and also a lot of times it's probably not even in our fault. But doesn't matter. It's the rider's fault or some other reckless rider or driver's fault. But sometimes it's just a one chance. But even like in that kind of a chance, even if like somehow the accident is inevitable, but like keeping a very vigilant mind can actually at least like minimize the damage, right? Like even the casualty. For example, like and then the number one killing fact for the border accidents is actually like not wearing a helmet. Actually, like among all the border riders in Kenya, is like less than 15% actually wear the helmet. But the helmet is actually so important to actually even save people's life. Yeah, it's sometimes, yes, like it's unfortunate like to get involved in accidents, but just like, keeping one's alive, that's, far more important than just like, being dead, right? So anyway, so I think this is a very good session, and this is the very first session, and the same way when we say the education, or like the raising awareness, it's not like a one-time off thing, because most of the people tend to forget, or like after a while, if like, or tend to sort of take it easy if like nothing happened, right? Like after riding many times. But then like this is the time where like things can actually go bad. So in a way, like we as a company all need to constantly remind people, our staff, about this thing, and then like we will also host more and more like the sessions of that. And then also like since like we are very much based in the community, so we just like having this session today is primarily like to our staff. But of course, like it's and most of our staff actually live in the community, so they're still from the community, and we like each of you also be the word of mouth, to kind of spread those whatever you learn, whatever you are aware, like to your neighbors, to your friends, like whoever you know who are also a writer. And eventually, like we want to create that kind of at least like improve that awareness to pretty much everyone, or all the drivers, riders in our the communities. And then this is something I believe like this is also the power of internet. Like I say today, we are also broadcasted online, and then we also our media team will work out the video, and then those videos will we have the internet. Reaching like almost like half a million people now, and we can use that kind of a platform to also spread the words, spread the knowledge, spread the awareness, to all the people in the community. So eventually, I believe like if we really work together, at least like we can make a real impact. And the real impact is like, especially under the road safety, is like enhance the safety and then reduce the rate of the accidents in our communities. And as we expand our community coverage, to even more parts of Nairobi and more parts of the country, I believe like we're actually making a really seriously contribution and impact to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this interactive session on road safety. I would like to thank all of you, the live audience. You made this possible. Thank you for always making time for such forums that we have. And we are looking forward to having more and more forums that are impactful to us and to the communities that we serve. And to the online audience, thank you so much for tuning in, for having your time, making time for this forum. It means a lot to us. To our guests, Daniel, thank you so much.
Actually, this is your first awareness.
Actually, this is our first in-house awareness, but probably we've been doing it through our department, the logistic department, but now we can say we are a bit full-blown Kimpango. Ile tu ya department, but now you see, we invited everybody in the company to be aware of the same.
Actually, this is your first thing, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. And George, asante sana from Air Driving School, and especially for extending the olive branch. I believe through Shafi, through the social department, we are going to work hand in hand so that at least we can see a transformed community, a mindset, the attitude, and everything. And of course, our media team there, thank you so much for making this possible, transmission of this, leveraging on the internet infrastructure. Thank you so much. And right now, I will welcome Shafi Abdallah, who is the head of social impact programs. He will come and close for us after his final remark. Karibu sana, Shafi.
Good evening team. Mko sawa? Session imekuwa poa, si ndio? Imekuwa vizuri, si ndio? Our speakers wametuambia vitu very important, si ndio? This was the first session in terms of road safety, and imekuwa successful. Na imekuwa successful, I want to recognize each one of you. The audience, our riders, for you to show up here, at least kusikia ambao tumeambiwa. Thank you very much for that. Our speakers from Skika, tuliwa reach out. Thank you for responding and taking your time kukuja at least to talk with us some few words. Air Driving School, tuliwa reach out pia, at least mtu join. Na thank you for kusikia mwito wetu so that tujumuike sisi wote kama community na kushare some one or two. Our riders, leo tume invite chairman. Chairman amesikia na ameona kitu ambao tunajaribu kufanya sisi kama connect kwa community. I believe tutakuwa na other sessions, tuta invite more riders, tuta invite more community members, because knowledge shared is knowledge gained. Kenye tumelearn leo tutaitisha watu wengi and more. Sitaki kuongea more, mengi yamesemwa. Yangu ni kusema baada ya hii session, before niseme baada ya hii session, tuko na our able CEO, Mr. Tiger. All these things are happening because of your ability to be able to be with us in every step and in every journey that we take. Take this opportunity to say thank you so much for supporting us to ensure at least in terms of road safety, in terms of work, in terms of everything that we do, we are safe enough to go back to our families and to always come back and work and ensure that we earn a living. Thank you so much, Tiger. So, tunafunga session. Tuko na two things imebaki. Tuko na photo session. We'll take a group photo session. Then after that, tuko na snacks tumeandalia. So that tumekaa hapa almost 2 hours, ndio? Koo imekauka kidogo, si ndio? So at least tukule kakitu, and then we will call it a day so that we can meet kesho asubuhi for prayer session, si ndio? Asanteni sana. So we'll take a group photo, then from that the team tutabaki hapa. Tuko na the operation team watatusaidia ku serve so that we interact tukikula, si ndio? Asanteni sana. Kevo, unakaaje? Side. Yenye tuko tu hivi. Watu wako.